Yeah. Today we will still continue with the what they call it, secondary derivative, but this time is one of them is this numerical derivative. So this is this is Panja is 5, Sata is 7, Atta is 8. So what is added to here is the Ma. So this Ma is for numerical, numerical. So when you add Ma, you get Panchama, fifth, equal to fifth lah. Saptama is 7 and Attama is 8 lah. And then the ma here, in fact, is not only added to this number. There are words like this. You can see this is basically is a kri or kr. This is in Sanskrit. You also plus a ma. No, this is forming a noun. This is primary. This is secondary. This is a primary. So it means karma. Then you for the Sanskrit, then the R is dropped and assimilate the M, it becomes Kamma. And for the Ger plus Ma, so it becomes Dharma, and then the R drop, it assimilate the M, become Dhamma in the Pali. The word Dar or Dri, the root is means to hold. So anything you hold as a doctrine is called Dharma. So which means that it's not only the word Dharma does not only applies to Buddhism, it also applies to the Hinduism. The Hinduism, they also have certain belief that which they hold, they also call it Dhamma. Dhamma. So the word Dhamma initially is supposed to mean that, but Dhamma itself in Pali has more than 10 meaning. So it depends. One of the meaning is nature. Beside doctrine is nature. Okay, so we're going to move forward. So the next one you can see Tia is added to Dwi. Dwi is 2. Dwi is 2. Technically, Dwi is 2. Dwi is 2. Dwi is 2. T is 3. All right. T is 3. So you plus Tia. So you can see that the Dwi, all right? How does this one, the word Dwi, this is DVI Dwi plus Tia. So basically this V become du. Yeah, this V is become du. And when you add the Tia, the E here is also dropped. Is also that is what they call a metaphor. So it become Dutiya. So Dutiya, you know that every time we chant Buddhang Saranang Gacchami, then you say Dutiya, Buddhang Saranang Gacchami. And then this is T, so the T is the same. So you see that here, basically the T, somehow or other the E is dropped, but it is replaced by the R, it becomes Tatiya. It's not Titiya, it's Tatiya. This is the exceptional Tatiya. So Tatiya means is so you can say sometimes the word Tatiya is translated as third time, but second time I go for refuge, third time I go. So we add in the word time rather than second, I go for refuge, third I go for refuge, third time or the second time, third time. This is the time is added to it to make it sounds better in English. Okay, the next one is you see now this is going to be something metaphor again. Just now D become DU and D when follow when it is followed by some other nouns and suffix you can see here. This is a typical this one I also not very sure what it's trying to mean, but you take that whenever is added to something, this DVI become DU. DVI means you can see the Vita. And this one, instead of do, can you see, this is the one. How does it transform exactly? I also don't know exactly how it form, but when you look at this, you can see that it transform. Instead of du, it become d ratang, d ratang. The only way I guess, the only way I guess is like that. Dvi. In this case, the dvi, the v is dropped, it become d. You know, the only way you can explain is like that. Other than that, whether it's correct or not, I also not sure. This is it's hard to say, but it becomes d ratam. Same like this. Same like this. This one is dv is supposed to be. This is only one is got du. This is only got di. These are the things you have to take note. How it is formed exactly, we're not sure. Maybe something must be dropped lah. So you have to take note of this. Take note of this. But anyway, when you look in the dictionary straight away, you can get this. Diguna is twofold. Definitely you can find it. The only thing we want to justify, how does it come to be in it? Diguna. Yeah, straight away you can find. See now, diguna is twice, 2 times. It's twice or 2 times. All right, so we move to the TTHA, TTHA. TTHA, Chatu is 4, Cha is 6, Cha is 6, so at this one it becomes Chatuta, there is Chatuta. Same, either this one got cerebral T, this is cerebral T. Okay, the next one is E is added. E is added. Again, E is added to dasa. Long E. E is added. So if you look at this, Miss Eka plus dasa means 10 plus 1 is 11. And then you plus the E. The E, that means in this case, the word dasa is dasa. If you look carefully, the dasa plus the e, and then this is on. It means e is referring to, I think it's referring to the calendar, the 11th day. Dasa may have another meaning. Let's check with dasa. Besides 10, it should have another meaning too. Then, heart, seeing, understanding, border, which is. So in this case, it should be referring just 10 on the 10. What on the 10? That means I think this, because this is a possessive noun, no? Because this is the e, technically e, the long e is refers to a possessive noun. A possessive noun, and this possessive noun, I think is especially cater for the lunar, that means is cater for a day, referring to the moon. So when you see Ekadasi is long, and that means automatically you have to add in the day. Now on the 11th day of referring to the moon, on 11th day or 12th day or the 15th lunar month. So it is talking about using a lunar calendar. This is particular for this. So we're going to skip this and then move it to the. Okay, this is quite straightforward. Okay, the word here is to form a collective noun. So if you're not sure what is collective noun, a collective noun are names or collection or a number of people or things lah. So it's just like a group word, like a group, herds, an array, or a collection. So see, in this case, you see if it's two, that means it's a pair. If three is tika, triad. So so this one consisting of four lah. Four, I think, is triad is diet. Is it another name is diet? So you go something like that. So this one we can skip, more or less. We only take note about the car is added into two number. All this is the number. So the next one is on 129, the long A ta. So ta with a long A normally form a feminine noun. Feminine noun, and or sometimes it's also form a neuter noun. If you take the word like devata, also ta. So, but in this case, it's not. You can use the word lahu. Lahu is light. So when you plus ta, it becomes lahuta, lightness. Lahuta. And then you have something like what they call it, the ujuta, straightness. Straightness. Okay, so this is all the ta is added to here. All the ta here. So this is forming the noun. All right. So the next one is TTA. TTA is added. That means manusa plus ta, manusata. That means this one is talking about human state. That means the rebirth into a human state. We call it manusata, a human state. Of course, we are human manusa lah. This one especially is referring to the rebirth. Rebirth manusata. And this one, you see, this is being a beggar, state of a beggar. All this thing about bahusata. That means this is the one about bahusata. So in English, you see, here bahu is much learned, much learned. So that ta supposed to have like that, learn plus NESS, this ta supposed to have this, bahusata. So the English may not be correct, learners, but however you should know. It means so if you put much, I will prefer to use this word much learning. That is much learning. So state of much learning. So it sounds a bit awkward because this is supposed to have the word states there. Okay. So Putujana plus tata, even Putujana. And that means this one is this one is, that means uncovered state. I don't know what is the meaning of in English. So that means it's talking about being an ordinary human being. I should put it in this way. Okay, we will move to the next one. So this one, the dot there, this is a sign of strengthening. Sign of strengthening. So in Pali, it's called guna. Pali is called guna, sign of strengthening. And in this case, okay, sign of strengthening. And if you look at this aroga, that means aroga is hell, plus this ya is added. Ya is added. Can you see this A is strengthened to the long A, and this A, this strengthened, gunated lah. And then this A is dropped, deleted. this A, this A, this A. This A, you see not? GYA, you can see GYA. So GYA means a health. I think you also can, but here because of this is states of being healthy. Technically, it's the talk on states, states of being healthy. So if we put healthfulness, I think you can understand. But anyway, this is supposed to mean the states of being healthy. All right. So the states of being weak. This one. Can you see? Yeah.
Excuse me. You put elated, but it's not elated, is it?
Take away.
The YA is still there. Sorry.
GYA, can you see the GYA here?
GYA, but you put elated on top.
This A is take away, ma?
But the N is still there, Korea.
I think you cannot see. Okay, never mind. I draw it. I think you are
Aroga, then Aroya.
The A gone. Arogia.
Oh, I see.
The A is gone. This A is gone, right?
Oh, yeah.
The A is gone, right? Arogia, not Arogaya. Same,
yeah.
This is Dukbala. Dukbala, it become Dukpialia. So the A is gone. So elite, the A is gone. All the A is gone there. Okay. So here you see, that means here this one is a little bit what you call it not consistent because when it says strengthen, what does it really strengthen? Because previously when we see this, we know that the first vowel strengthen, but this is considered as a first vowel. But however, this U never become a long U. So this is something also probably is exception. Because this is supposed to strengthen a vowel. This vowel strengthen, this U is not strengthened. So we also don't know why it is. We also don't know why it has been strengthened. But the most important part is when this one is added. When you see a ya there, somehow or other, two consonants, G, Y, and L, Y, you know that this is secondary. That is how you spot. So when you spotted this, then you automatically can add in a ya. In an R before the ya. Then only you can identify.
Double consonant rule. This is double consonant, no? BB.
It is the double consonant, but
she shortened. She read the shortened.
It's shortened, correct.
Yes. For pronunciation, she shortened.
Arogya. Okay, Arogya. Normally, I know this one is pronounced Arogya. Okay. Okay, all right. Then comes to 130. Many consonants before a ya. So this one is, you see, this one, this T, so this one, this T, it's better to see this one. You see this one, you see, this T is referred to this Pandita. The word Pandita, this vowel is dropped, this A. So when you drop this A, then you will see TYA. This is strengthening. So this strengthen. I think in this particular case, you see it drop. So this one will become TYA. Can you see? This is drop. TYA. Can you see? TYA. This TYA becomes CCA. So it becomes Pandita. And you look at here, this N does not strengthen this A, I will think the way if I look at this example, I will think this n in this particular case, I will give you my opinion. This n. This n means metamorphosis. So metamorphosis means this from here to here, this is called metamorphosis. So I think that this n supposed to mean that. Usually previously we talked about strengthening. I think this is talking about this. Metaphor, maybe the TYA becomes CCA. So this is what I can see. This is what I can see. So I may not be really correct, but somehow we must also try to figure out what is going on. I think this is a metamorphosis. Then you see all you see here, the I is also the vowel I is dropped. See, vowel I is dropped, and then it becomes TYA. TYA, this is also TYA, becomes CCA. Can you see this is also T? Also no problem. This is L, A is dropped, become L. LY, you can see LY. This is LYA. It become LLA. LLA. So this is the one. This is the L example. So it become instead of kusala. Okay, kusala. You see in this particular case, the U is strengthened. So the rules sometimes is very irregular. So in this particular case, the U is strengthened. U is strengthened to O. So sometimes it's very difficult to look at it. Okay, you see the U become the O, and the A is dropped. Become kosala. Instead of kosala. See, but the meaning change. The word kusala is skillful. Skillful. That means skillful in doing certain thing, or then it becomes kosala. That means cleverness. That means cleverness. So this is how it goes. Then if you look at the D one, the D and the YA, DYA, this D and DYA, you just follow. You take this part, that means drop this, DYA. Drop the A here. If you don't drop the A of all these words, then you find it difficult to see. All right. So you take the R, the Raja means the king, Lasya, J. Can you see the J? The Y, A becomes JJA. You can see that this is the one. Raja. Raja means the kingdom. This is even more fantastic. Can you see this is Nipuna. And then they drop the A, this N plus here, this N plus here, it takes this nya, and nya. Of course, you cannot pronounce the first nya, you have to pronounce nya. This one will join to the last, the front end joins to another consonant. You can see how it join. It means if you take this, you will pronounce as ne, one syllables. Pun. This is the second syllabus. Even though the N is a nya, then only the final, this one you pronounce as nya. So you should pronounce like that, nepunya. But on its own, it's difficult to pronounce. This is nepunya. This is gelanya. Gelanya. So that's how you drop the thing. So the rule always follow this. The rule is always follow this. The last one is the S. The last one is the S. Wait, no S example. Don't have S. S1 is what is the S? For instance, take Sanskrit lah. Take Sanskrit, easy to explain. Manusia. Manusia, you see this manusia. I cannot recall so fast. So manusia become manusa. So this is SYA lah. So here manusia, manusa. This is Sanskrit. This is Pali. SKT. Cannot remember what word use this. There is no N with S. Okay, we will move to this. Okay, Bisaja, Bisaja plusnya. Okay, this is J. Just now we talked already. Okay, so no problem. We don't go for this. We go for this EYA. EYA. Adipati. Adipati plus EYA. Okay, you know that Adipati is a lord or ruler or husband. Adipati is a, if you look in the dictionary, name is Adipati is, it should be ruler or something like that. Adipati. 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 So let's check what is Adipati. Ruler. Okay, a ruler. Okay, master. Okay, ruler or master. So when you add this EYA, that means it is taking the word just now is Lord. Okay, then you plus EYA, that means you got Lordship. And then you put the ruler, then you put the word ship lah. Something like that lah. So this one is added to it. The TYA, they form this lah. That means it's still a what they call it, a possessive noun lah. States of being something lah. State of being something. Then this one, the word is satta plus this one. That means this, you can say craftsmanship. This one is frog. Okay. Right. I'm going to move to this. So this one it is very hard for you to remember. Right. Patu plus R. This is plus R, not na, plus R. This R is telling you to strengthen. This is strengthen. This is, in this case, you can see it's strengthened. Okay. You also see the U is also strengthened. This is also another exception. This is also another exception. You can see. Okay. So in this is mula. Mula means beginning. Beginning. So begin. Guna, that means this is strengthen. Repeat, strength, SRGTH, strengthen. Okay. Buddhi, increase. Word, increase. Increase. So that means the U, so the U, when it is gunated, the U become AV. Become AV, gunated. Sometimes not only AV, sometimes can become O also. So there are certain occasions, that means it become O. Just now you see, kusala become kosala. So that kusala become kosala. So this is also part of it. So this one is AV. Woody become a long U. Long U. The E become AY. And woody, it become a long E. So this is the one normally will happen. Alright, will happen. This is something that commonly happen, but without you aware of it. Now, so you see this U, okay, become AV. This, if you take the word pa to and make it bigger first. Cannot see, too small. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what happened is this U, so what you do is here is V plus R plus R. So that means this P is retained, then this is strengthened, this still retained, the U become AV. AV, this U become AV, and then the A is still retained. Can you see? So the difference is this is the one. U can see. So plus A, but A add into part 2 become patawa. So that is how you look at it. That's how you look at it. Yeah, all right. This is the same. Okay. Next one is the derivative from just now we also see ta for a neuter. Now this is see another ta. Okay, you see it. Now it's a feminine. All right. So we will go to this one. We will go to this one. This one is not a problem. This one you can see a dwi plus katum. So K is duplicated. The K is duplicated. Here you put already duplicated. Okay. Okay, dasa katum 10 times. This is twice. This is 1,000 times. This is many, many times. So okay. DHA. Panjada. Panjada. Panjada, the word da is means in 5 way. This is add it to a numeral to form an adverb in 5 ways. This is adverb. Then 1, 3, 4, so is added to it. Yeah, you see, so panja so panja is 5. It means when you add the so by 5. I think you just say by 5, and you get not necessarily 5 by 5. Yeah, not necessarily have to be 5. The word tana means a stand or a place or a foundation. So in this case, according to the place, this is the word used is according. Padaso, word by word. Sabbaso means in every way. Here means sabba is all, in all the way. In every way, in all the way, in every way. This is, can you see the word yoni? So the word yoni technically is the beginning or the origin. It means yoni, so according to the origin. Now, if you look at this word yoni, so manasikara. Okay. How are you going to translate? According to the origin. Okay. So that means let's say we take okay, we take this word, we split it into a compound. Okay, we stick in a compound. If you take the word manasi, put it here. This one you take manasi, so that means it should come from the word mano, or the stem is manas, right? So if you go into the dictionary, you type in mano, so this one manas, so we take here declension. Can you see locative manasi? Manasi is locative. That means in the mind. Okay, as long as you agree with it, in the mind, because this is here is mind, a mental faculty, intellect. So we will take mind. So if we take mind, that means this one is locative. Okay, that means here means in the mind. Okay, you see here in the mind. The word karo is do. Okay, do make in the mind. That means the word karo is make in the mind. Usually, that means here, these two means make in the mind. If you take this, make in the mind, add the source lah. Because this is yoni means at the origin. It means all the what you call it, that means we have mind, chitta. Okay, we have chitta. Chitta is the mind. So this is manas. Manas is also the mind. So this is emotional mind. Okay. This is a rational mind, thinking mind, rational mind. Okay. So what happened? That means in the chitta, there is what we call something like, we call it cetasika. So cetasika, altogether, there are 52. We have Vedana and Sanya, long A. Vedana is one. Sanya is one. And the rest is 50 cetasika, 50 cetasika, altogether is 52 lah. So these, whenever the mind arises, the cetasika must follow the mind. So in this case, when you talk about a yoniso manasikara, which means that, for instance, there is in your chitta, you got what you call it, unwholesome thought. Let's say dosa. Dosa, that means dosang chittang. That means I explain to you how this one. So a dosang chittang, that means at that time, this is cetasika. Dosang is a cetasika because 52 plus 2 plus 50 is 52. So that means dosang chittang arises in your chitta. This is arises already. So when this dosang chittang arises, can you get it away? You cannot get it away. So the only way is to get rid of this dosang chittang. That means here, this is already at the yoni, so at the beginning. That means this is at the origin, something that is created in the mind, this dosang. So what you need to do is you need to the word karo, we say apply. Okay, can you see the yoniso? That means we have, so the yoniso, it says, and we're going to apply your wise action in the mind. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to apply a wise action. We're going to, because this is an unwise action, so we're going to apply, because in the mind, this is karo, that means apply. This what is karo. This is karo, this is in the mind. So that means this unwholesome thing arises at a mind state, beginning at the mind state. So in order to get rid of this, when you say applies a wise attention, what you need to apply a wise attention? It means at this junction, when you have dosa, what is the when you have a dosa, what is your wise attention? Your wise attention should be metta. So if you automatically you this is in a mental state. So he is in a mental state. If you have what we call a sati, if you have a mindfulness, and your mindfulness is strong enough, you are able to detect a dosa chittang, because this is what we call the Chitta Anupasana. Chitta Anupasana means you are observing the mind state. The mind state is not, it doesn't occur, most of the time it doesn't occur during the meditation, but it still can occur during the meditation. During the meditation, you earn a dosa state. That means what is a dosa state? A dosa state can be an ill will, It can be an ill will, piapada. It also can be a head, which is koda. Koda is a head or anger, koda. This can arise, be it in a meditation or be it during a normal day. So when this happen, what you need to do, this word, yoniso manasikara, you apply a wise attention. In this case, if it's ill will, what you need to do? Hate, you can apply metta. If it's ill will, you can also apply karuna. Karuna, that means you have compassion. So this is what all about. But the word basically is here, wise attention. Normally you will translate as wise attention. This is quite confusing. Wise attention, you know what is wise attention. A wise attention, that means you must put something in. That means like mental state is in akusala, then you have to put a kusala. You make your mind into a kusala state. This is the most important. Because if you are doing like, for instance, we have kaya kamang, we can control. Kaya kamang, kaya kamang and wachi kamang, that means bodily karma or verbal karma we can control, like speech we can control. We try not to be rude, we try not to use harsh word, not to tell lies, but like bodily, like killings, stealing, sexual misconduct, all this we can control. When it comes to Chitta Kamang, we have to really apply Yoniso Manasikara. You have to apply Yoniso Manasikara. So this is what we are talking about, Yoniso. Is it according to the origin or the insight? This is a bit difficult to understand. There are sutta talks about this. There are suttas talk about this. So you can understand because like that is the reason why the Buddha says sati sampajanya. This one apply to what? Sati plus a clear attention. This applies to body and verbal. This is body and verbal. And that means during your daytime, you are doing your chores, all your bodily action, whether it's skillful or unskillful, you apply this. And your verbal, your speech skillful or speech hurting, also you apply this. When it comes to mind, it's very difficult. So some sati sampajanya is applied to these two. Yoniso Manasikara applies to your mental state, especially the 52 Cetasika. This is the one you have. But these two is not universal. You cannot, because there are seven universal. These two automatically arises. So this is part of the seven universal. So you need to understand the word Yoniso Manasika. This is the most important part of the Dhamma. Okay, any question on this? Okay, let's move to the next. The next slide. Okay, the word ta is demonstrative pronoun. Okay, then plus tatta. Tatta means like that, in that way. Okay, yatta is S, and like you often see tatta and yatta pair up together. And then this one is the same. Anya is other, plus ta becomes in another way. This is all most likely is adverb, adverb, this is all adverb. Adverb, sabata, then katam, how, why. Katam, how, why. So this is very common. All this is all the adverb. 135 is adverb. Take note, this is adverb to form an adverb of manner. Adverb of manner, of manner. So the next one is tana. Okay. Ajatana. Aja is day. This is day. Sui is tomorrow. Hiyo is yesterday. Pura is previously or olden day. So plus tana and it is in belonging to the olden day. Olden days, belonging. They use the word belonging. Okay, the next one.
Brother Albert.
Yeah.
Go back to just now, the Sati Sampo Jana. Is there a pause that we can later apply the Yunisomanan Sikara? Is there any pause in between or just continuous? Since it involves this Chitta and Chitta Sikas?
There are three things that you need to know. Three things you know, because when you are mindful, you see, in this Satipatthana is classified under the first part of the Satipatthana is Kaya Nupassana, which means you are observing the body. You observe the body. So first you observe, okay, one, body. So body, that means in this particular case, our mind needs an object all the time. If you don't give an object to the mind will just the mind will start to wonder about the past, present, and the future. So that means the mind will just run by itself. So when you do a Kayanupassana, means you observe the body. So the next part is the feeling. And then the third part is the chitta. Okay. So in between this is Sati Sampajana. So normally you observe, like, for instance, the monk, when he's walking, he knows he's walking. When he's standing, he knows he's standing. When he's sitting, he knows he's sitting. So the four posture is fall under Kayanupassana. All right. And then there is a meditation. When you observe the breath, it also it will fall under Kayanupassana. Then feeling is another category. Feeling is another category. In this feeling, normally the feeling is, you are talking about sukha, which is a pleasant feeling. You talk about dukkha, unpleasant feeling. Then you talk about neutral feeling. So this feeling does not arise by itself. The feelings needs to arise through what? To your six senses. Means to your six sense space. Through the eye. With the eye. So that means when somebody is, say for instance, is doing a walking meditation, the eye is open. So then if there is no mindfulness, when the eye spotted an object which is the rupa, then there will be a eye contact. So whenever there is an eye contact, the eye consciousness will arise. So when the eye consciousness arises, there will be a feeling. So if the feeling arises, they are only either pleasant or unpleasant. So the pleasant one, it will give you what? You will have what you call it, sensual desire. That means you want to attach to the nice object. This is what happens if the object what happens if the object is unpleasant. So if the object is unpleasant, there is what we call it a patiga. Okay, patiga, that means patiga is repulsion. You try to reject repulsion. Repulsion means you reject the object. So
Mm.
in the event, if you do not look into the yoniso, that means at the beginning of the mind will start to spin. After patiga, what will happen? Either ill will arise or anger arise. Koda is anger, ill will will arise. So when this arise, the last part you can do, you apply wise attention. But if at this junction, while you are doing a walking meditation, you are mindful of what you see, oh, object, and then you do not go further than that, That means when an object is nice, you also don't bother about it. Not nice, also you don't bother. That is what we call mindful and mindful. That means sati is mindful. Sambhajana is clear attention. So if you don't have clear attention, the process of from object you see, the feeling will arise. The feeling arise, it will end up in the mind state. You see, from physical into the mind state. When you come to the mind state, you need, again, you still got another chance to do a wise attention. But if there is no sati, everything gone. When there's no sati, it's gone. Then you will, what you call it, papancha. Papancha, that means you're going to start to, your mind will start to spin from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and it keep on going, until suddenly you realize, you put a handbrake. If you don't realize, it keep on going. So that is how you apply your wise attention, or you apply the clear attention. These are the two that you have to apply. Otherwise, your mind will go into from unwholesome state, a wholesome state to unwholesome state. Okay. Did I answer your question or not?
Yeah. So this right. So in terms of daily life, so can we sort of having this sati sampujana, and then we also, to overcome this dosas pitam, we go back to the five senses, so that go to the present as an object.
Yes. You, as long as you can remember, you apply break.
Okay.
You apply break, because in the sutta it says, in the sutta says, that means when you have a dosa mind, you have to apply a wide attention. Then you have to change. Dosa means dosa is categorized under ill will. So under ill will, you have to apply metta and karuna. That is the only way you can do.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
But if it got Greek, then it will be, let's say Greek. Greek is what you call loba. Loba. That means if it's a loba, then you have to. Loba is not easy, because loba, that means is a Greek. A Greek will lead to attachment. That means, because you see, from a feeling here in the 12 dependent link, Vedana, Pachaya, what? Tanha, no. That means it give rise to loba, and tanha is in the same category. Loba means a secret. Tanha means is a what do you call it? Attachment to loba in a higher degree. So after that, when the tanha arises, you're going to cling to it. So when the moment you cling to it, suddenly, then only you realize that when you realize that you're going to cling to it, then you start to apply, you're going to apply wise, and then yoniso manasikara. So how to take care of this? You should apply anicca. That means you say whatever action is all impermanent one. No. Otherwise you cannot. That means you have to loba, you have to apply anicca. Anicca. Anicca, that means is impermanent. That state will go away. So after apply anicca, that means, let's say, for instance, you say, okay, feeling arise, feeling go. Seeing arise, seeing is not going to be permanent. So after, that means if you take from MN 147 Rahula Sutta, I say whatever is impermanent is dukkha. Whatever is impermanent is dukkha. So in what is impermanent and dukkha and subject to change, viparinama dhamma. The word dhamma here is means subject to change. Dhamma. Dhamma. That means the word dhamma here is nature. Nature. Okay. I'm going to pull it down. Okay. So this dhamma means nature to change. So then when nature to change, that means in this particular case, your yoniso manasikara, now your yoniso, that means you apply in your mind anicca, dukkha, viparinama. So this is what your yoniso manasikara, you are changing whatever unwholesome state with all these, these three characteristics. This is called yoniso mana. You apply it in your mind.
Okay.
You apply it in the mind, even you don't see the idea, you apply in the mind. After you apply in the mind, then you may want to go a little bit further. You see, you may say in what is permanent, dukkha, subject to change. Netang mama, this is not mine. This is not mine. This is neso hamasmi. Netang me atta, this is not myself. Then only this loba will weaken. This is how you apply the yoniso manasikara. But most of the time, I think a lot of people don't understand the yoniso manasikara. They know how to say yoniso manasikara.
Yeah.
But you have to refer to the sutta. Sutta teach you clearly how to do it. Okay, done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay, I stop at here.
Brother Alfred,
Yes.
you mentioned sutta. Which sutta is that?
Which one?
Satipatthana Sutta. This the Yoniso Manasikara.
Yoniso
You mentioned
manasik.
you say a sutta.
Oh yes, about 5 or 6 sutta.
Oh.
5 or 6 sutta. Again, I cannot remember. Let me just give me 1 minute. One minute. I cannot remember. Oh. I have it in my note. Let me click to my note because cannot remember because I put a table there in here. So you can refer to SN 55.5.
$55.5.
In MN2, there is also Yoniso Manasikara, MN2. Wait, then you have, let me see. Then you have, yes. Okay, then it's fine. There's some more. Let me see what is it. Just give me 1 minute. I think they got more than that. Let me open up my, what do you call it? Simsapa. Give me the Simsapa. These two, just now I given definitely got Simsapa. This is the wrong one.
Golden dick.
No, not golden dick. I need to. These two is very sure. Got these two very sure. I think got more than that. I'm opening the Simsapa. It's a bit slow. SN 55.5. Okay. SN. Oh, I think maybe I opened too many already. SN 55.5. Yeah, you see here now. You see here here SN 55.5 is talking about the 4 factors of stream entry. Right. In the 4 factor, the first factor is the first factor you see. Can you see? Sapurisa. Some Seibo. That means association with a Sapurisa. The second factor is listening to the true Dhamma. Sat Dhamma is true Dhamma. There are a lot of Dhamma which is not true one. It can be a counterfeit. And the third one is Yoniso Manasikara. Can you see the word Yoniso Manasikara? Okay.
Yes.
The fourth one, that means you, after listening to the Dhamma, you apply this, or you see the word, this is a compound word, Dhamma, Anudhamma, Patipatiya. That means practice according to the Dhamma. Can you see? Practice according to the Dhamma. That means Anudhamma, along the Dhamma. That means like 5 precept, 8 precept, and then you apply, the 52 Cetasika. When wholesome, you have to unwholesome. That time you change it to unwholesome, you change it to wholesome. You apply this. So that means this is how you look at it. Then if you look at under this, this is Yoniso Manasikara. You see, it can be Karo or Kara. Like this is a noun. So what you do this. Like this. So now you see this 10.61. 10.61. 10.61, you see here, this say 10.61. I'm going to go to 10.61, show you something interesting. First, you see, I want to go to Sujato.
Rachel.
Now, you see, it says that no first point of ignorance. This is avijja. Before which there was no ignorance, after that it comes to be. That means there must be how it start. How it start. You look at this sutta. You look at this now. So here this sutta is very important. That means how does avijja? This is avijja. Can you see the word here is? This is avijja. You look at this. Can you see this word? Ko aharo. That means what is the few? That means this is a compound and what is the few for avijja? Aharo is a few. Ahara. So means you can see when you learn Pali, this and this GCN. That means what is the few for? This is Avijja is an feminine noun. This is what? This is dative for Avijja. So you can understand? Now
Yes.
then the answer is the answer is okay. The answer is that means can you see this part? Pancha Nivarana. The word Aniya, potential participle, right? Should. You remember potential participle, future potential participle. That means you either use should or must. The word vacha is say. Then you should say, I mean, it means you should say, tisa. Tisa is a feminine noun for this. You should say that 5 hindrances is, it means if the 5 hindrances are, when you are doing a meditation or you're trying to enlighten, you liberate your mind, 5 hindrances is the one who hinder you from getting over it. That means these 5 hindrances is also a kilesa. Under the 16 kilesa, 5 hindrances is considered as a kilesa. Kilesa, that means is a corruption of the mind. So corruption of the mind, that means under Chittanupasana, that means the corruption of the mind. You also must know what is the corruption of that. The first two is, you know that the first two are the one is very obvious. Can you see? Can you see? So what is talking about? That means the 5 hindrances, the field for the 5 hindrances is the 3 misconduct which I mentioned to you, kaya, vaci, and mano. So here when you look at, I say the 3 misconduct are few. So when you say 3, that means you should know. That means it's referring the kaya, vaci, and mano. So what is the field for this? There is no restraint. Can you see no restraint? Indriya samvaro. That means you are no restraint. So to restrain, you need sati, right? You need a sati first. Without sati, you cannot restrain. So this is, so that means you look at this. So what is the field of non-restraint? Lack of mindfulness and sati sampajanya. Just now I just explained, that means you don't have sati, you don't have sampajanya. So that's how can you restrain? You cannot. I cannot, so cannot. So when you cannot restrain, so what is the field for this? What is the field of this? Here for Yoniso manasikara, you don't apply wise attention all the time. You don't care. I see, this is ayoniso manasikara. That means don't worry about the translation, because this translation is basically is Sujato. So manasikara, then so why? And then again, this one what is the field for this? No sada. Lack of faith in the Buddha's teaching. You have no faith or whatever. Okay. When you have no faith, what is the reason of no faith? You never listen to the Dhamma. You never listen to the Dhamma. You never listen to the Dhamma, or you have never even heard of the Dhamma, how to do it. And then when you have no chance to listen to the Dhamma, why? Because you associate with the wrong person. Correct?
Yeah, step by step.
So this is all the steps. That means one condition, another. That means this is a top-down. This is a top-down. So this is a top-down. And after that, you see, this is the last already. Then he gives you a simile of a rain. A simile of a rain. So this one, Yoniso Manasikara and Sati Sampajanya, you can differentiate already. How? One, you can these 2 sutta you read, you can understand already. These 2 sutta you must read in order to understand the Dhamma. Of course, you can read all this. You can read. You do a search Yoniso Manasikara. You can go into 46.8 because there is a mark. Okay, then you can go to okay. Can you see? You can go into the end, you can go and read all this lah. You can go and read all this lah. Then let me because impromptu we cannot go to all. I tell you there are a lot of steps to join together one. I just give you a rough idea here. Okay.
Thank you
Can
very
follow,
much.
Can
Yes,
follow,
yes. This one very interesting. This Avijja Sutta.
Avijay Sutta. Yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, I think so. Let me stop the recording. Then we go to the second part. Stop.